A bad week last week. I need to bounce back. Can I get the job done? Let's find out. Everywhere I go, there's nowhere I belong. And anyone should tell me where will I find? 'Cause everywhere I go, I'm always on my own. Can anyone just catch me before I drown? Can anybody make me feel like I'm not the stranger tonight? Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a Total Extreme Wrestling event. This is the 04 War. This is episode 3, kind of episode 2. It's the week 2 of booking. If you've missed the other episodes, go and watch the draft and go and watch last week because it's all going to build into each other. It is me booking WWE 2004 Monday Night Raw. It is Stuart Irvine booking WWE 2004. Get back in focus. Smackdown. It is a booking battle. Last week he won the first battle, but he hasn't won this war. I'm going to hopefully have a good show this week. I'm going to preface it by saying, look, I purposely knew this week would be a little bit lower. I planned to win last week. This week I thought, you know what, let's build blocks because we got to build the mid card up. Let's go. Let's have a look. Let's see what we've done. We've got some interesting things happening. I'm going to say now, if you like the video, drop a like on it. If you want to subscribe, make sure you do. And comment down below. What do you, ideas? What do you like? Are you liking this? Are you liking the way we're doing it? We are open to change. And yeah, let's see how this goes. Monday Night Raw this week kicks off with an 80 rated segment. 80 rated segment. Evolution are in the ring, suited and booted. Randy Orton leading the way. And here is the moment that he talks about Triple H. Orton explains that Triple H is a loser who is past his best. He only has the world title because of Randy Orton, Ric Flair and Batista. He says Evolution was supposed to be about the generational talent. And it was time now for the future to become the now. Randy Orton is no longer the future. He is the right now. He says the Intercontinental Championship is the most prestigious title on Monday Night Raw because Randy Orton is holding it. Before he can go on anymore, Bradshaw comes out. He questions Randy Orton. He says, last week you said you would destroy me. You didn't. You beat the Big Show to retain that title. So I think you need to give... Well, I think I'm going to give you, Randy Orton, another chance to prove your words at the Royal Rumble. Bradshaw challenges Randy Orton for the title at the Royal Rumble. And to the shock of Ric Flair and Batista, Orton accepts. And that's where the segment ends, with a big match made and Flair and Batista looking on a little bit weird, like, what? You're accepting it? Because Triple H wouldn't accept it.
Oh, I see. He's trying to make him like this. He's not a chicken shit heel. He's a I'm confident. I know I can beat you type. He's confident.
Yes,
Randy Orton. I like that.
Is that just youth talking? Is that? Do you know what I mean? Will that backfire? We'll find out at the Royal Rumble because the match is made. I
do like that though. I think I like the idea that Orton's like, it's like, this is new regime now, and I'm not going to be like Triple H. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, it's different.
So we'll see. We then immediately go backstage where Ron Simmons is leaving the McMahon's office for an 88 segment. Ron Simmons is leaving the McMahon's office. We don't know why he was in there for, but we know it was happening at the exact same time that Bradshaw had gone out, which is why Simmons wasn't with him. So in theory, neither of them know what's just happened. Anyway, as Simmons leaves, the Big Show enters the office. He complains about the treatment. He says, look, you took my title away from me when you shouldn't have done that. You then gave me an opportunity but made it a triple threat match. What? I mean, this is not right. A star such as me should be given better opportunities. So Vince says, you know what? You're right. We'll make up for it. Tonight, you've got a Royal Rumble qualifying match. But Show continues to complain. He says, yeah, all right, Royal Rumble qualifying match. That shouldn't matter. I shouldn't even need to qualify. I'm a star. I should be in that match straight away. And he says, if it wasn't for this idiot, pointing at Shane McMahon, I would have won the Intercontinental Championship last week. But instead, you added Bradshaw to the match and it distracted me. And Shane gets annoyed at this. So he says, you know what? Royal Rumble qualifier tonight. That's fine. But it's a 2-on-1 handicap match. Good luck. Shane and the Big Show are starting to, well, maybe not so much get along, right? I said, we had to build the title into a story. We're getting there.
Well, there is history, isn't there? If you wanted to bring that up in the story,
there is.
So,
right,
yeah.
First match of the night then, and here's a big start. Goldberg is in a Royal Rumble qualifier match against Nunzio. But hey-ho, 75. Goldberg carries this one big time. Wow.
I think it's because it's so short. Like again, it's short match,
short
4 minutes.
Goldberg destroys Nunzio. Spear gets the win. I'm assuming he hits the jackhammer in there as well. Goldberg
I have to.
Is in the Rumble.
Sorry, just about to say though, that spear on Ninja would have looked spectacular.
Yeah, it probably would have.
Goldberg would have been really fun to watch. So yeah, cool.
So here in Oklahoma, Goldberg gets us off to a good start with a 75. Goldberg then gets on the mic. He says, "Whoever gets in his way at the Royal Rumble is next," because that's what Goldberg does, right? And as Goldberg's leaving, the music of Kane hits, and they pass each other on the ramp. Goldberg now qualified for the Rumble. Kane looking to do exactly the same right now against Orlando Jordan. 70 for the segment between the two. Two men that, if they are in the Rumble, have got to be up there for favourites, right?
Yeah, I mean, with a good start so far, man. Good high ratings.
Okay, Kane then against the unfortunate Orlando Jordan in a Royal Rumble qualifier, and Kane gets the win for an 81. Again, we're flying here. Kane and Orlando Jordan have great chemistry. Well, who saw that coming?
No one.
Me. Oh my God. Kane, in-ring performance of 80. Orlando Jordan 35. It took a boost because of the chemistry to 81. I love that. That's brilliant. That couldn't have gone better. Kane wins with a choke slam. Kane is in the Rumble. And I'm just saying, at this point, the raw talent in the Rumble is starting to stack up. Just saying. 81 then. Okay. Good stuff. After the match, Kane continues to destroy Orlando Jordan. He hits another chokeslam when the lights go out. Darkness fills the arena. The lights come back on. And there's a druid on the stage. Not a droid, as I actually just said in the stream. A druid is on the stage. The creaky music is happening. Kane's a little bit freaked out. Now remember, for some clarity, in real life, which is what we're building off with this save, 2003 at the Survivor Series pay-per-view, Kane buried his brother, The Undertaker, alive. In real life, they had Undertaker come back as the dead man against Kane at WrestleMania. Will I be doing that? We will see. But the Druid is very old school Undertaker. Kane knows it. So Kane goes up the ramp to confront the Druid. And the lights go out again. The lights come back on to find the robe of the Druid crumpled up on the floor, empty. And whoever was standing there is no longer standing there. And Kane looks freaked as we go to break.
It tells you something that if Kane's freaked.
This didn't do so good, but mainly because Orlando Jordan was in it, I suppose. But yeah, The Undertaker is mentioned here, as you can see. We'll see. We'll see where we go with it, right? Okay, from there, we're going to go to a Jamie Noble promo for 55. Hyping the fact that last week he got close. He wants Rey Mysterio. He wants that championship opportunity. He says he doesn't need a woman, talking about, of course, Nydia, who's now on Smackdown. He doesn't need these fan support. He needs the title so that he can make his mama proud. And he would say mama, if we're really honest. So, yeah, Jamie Noble, been a promo time. He's good on the mic, so 55, not bad at all for them. Okay, we went to a hospital. Okay? The Hurricane's currently recovering from... Sorry, a medical centre. Sorry, Vince. Vince is in my ear. Sorry about that. Okay, Vince. Yes. I'm getting it, Vince. Oh, sorry, medical centre. The Hurricane is currently being treated for his injuries last week at the hands of Brock Lesnar. Gene Okerlund arrives. He's been ticked off from his hotline that the Hurricane's here. He interviews Rosie outside the... Yeah, thanks, Stu, for that one. He interviews Rosie outside the room, and Rosie makes it very clear. He's talking seriously now. This isn't superhero messing about. This is serious. Rosie isn't happy because Brock Lesnar has hurt his friend. So next week on Monday Night Raw, Rosie will be there. Brock Lesnar better be there because Rosie wants to fight. A challenge is put out to the WWE champion here from Rosie. 65 isn't bad at all considering you've just got these three in the segment. That's pretty good, actually. I'll give him that.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Okay. Handicap match time. Big Show. Will he qualify for the Rumble despite being against the odds? He's taking on the Ultimo Dragon and, Spike Dudley. So you can see where it's going. Big Show qualifies for the Royal Rumble. 55. It is what it is. Big Show only 69. Not great from him, actually. 42 from Spike. 54 for Ultimo Dragon. 55. It is what it is. That's fine. Big Show carried it. Big Show got a win in 4 minutes 20. Where's Rob Van Dam when you need him? Big Show pins Spike Dudley with a choke slam. He's in the Rumble. Another big star in the Rumble. So we will see what happens there. Sit down interview time. Booker T and Jerry Lawler. 74. He's done quite well. Booker T, he's talking about the Royal Rumble. He's talking about the fact that last week he qualified. But he wants to do more than just qualifying. He wants to win the whole thing. He needs to win the Royal Rumble. Because last year at WrestleMania, he came this close to being world champion. He wasn't ready to be world champion, though. He knows it. Since then, he's learned so much about friendship, about competitiveness, and about desire. So he needs to win the Royal Rumble. He needs to go to WrestleMania because he's now ready to be WWE champion. Nice sit-down interview for Booker T. Makes his character clear and just hot. Like our Royal Rumble's so huge for Booker T right now. Huge.
Yeah, it's like it's going to be a big year for him, type thing, and puts it across nicely in a nice little backstage little sit-down. I always like those. They're always fun.
Yeah, definitely. And Jerry Lawler's probably the right guy to do it, actually, weirdly. Okay, Paul London is backstage when he's approached by Spanky for a 51 rated segment. Brian Kendrick approaches Paul London and says, look, last week we didn't win, but it felt good, right? There's something here, isn't there? I think this can work. We can make this work. So I'm telling you, Paul London. He gets down on one knee and he says, will you do me the honour of being my tag team partner? And Paul London just sort of looks at him and goes, I don't know, man. And just walks away. Paul London isn't sure. Spanky needs to win him over some more, I think.
He left him hanging.
51. Pretty good, actually, for these lot. Yeah, okay. Test is walking backstage when he's approached by Stacey Keebler, his girlfriend, of course. And Stacey says, look, I've done it. I know you wasn't on the show that last week and you weren't booked tonight, but you are now. I've spoken to them at McMahon's. You've got a Royal Rumble qualifying match right now. Go and get ready. It's happening now. And Tess like, wow, great, that's brilliant. And Stacey's like, but it's a tag team match. Don't worry, I'll find you a partner. Go, get ready. Get out there. I'll find you a partner. It's a bit last minute, but Tess has got an opportunity to qualify for the Royal Rumble. Good for him, right?
Exactly. You got to trust Stacey Keebler to get him someone, worthy.
Good,
team
right?
winner. So yeah.
So Tess makes his entrance and he sort of waits. Stacey comes out and says, I've done it. I found the right guy. Here he is, your tag team partner, A-Train. A-Train. I'm putting TNA back together, okay?
I just love the way you just said A-Train and it was just like A-Train and it just like just all reacted.
Look, now to be fair, people are like, wait, they've got a history together. And look, I mean, the games help me out here. T and A.
It all works out. It's fine.
With a blonde in between.
Trying to use, I would say gimmick infringement, but it's pretty much.
Stick Stacey in there. Let's bring. I think there's potential to it. Let's see. Test and A-Train could potentially be teaming together in the future. Let's see how it goes tonight, though, because they've got a Royal Rumble qualifier against again, we don't have many options in the lower mid card. So Scotty 2 Hottie and John Heidenreich making his debut in the main roster. Not the creepy Heidenreich. He's just going to be a bland babyface for this. TNA win, obviously. 58 though. Jeez. Heidenreich was in this and he got a 58. Oh no. Oh, there's problems.
What?
Oh no. So Test and Stacey Keibler are an awkward pairing. They just have no chemistry whatsoever.
What does it say? What does it say at the bottom there?
But well, that's confusing because Test's a heel and Stacey's a face, but yeah, kind of how it was at the time. So I kind of watch about that.
Okay, so but it got a good rating on the match.
58 isn't bad at all. A-Train carried it, by the way. A-Train, the best worker in there, no surprise. Matt Bloom. Test with a 59. Scotty 2 Hottie 43. 29 for Heidenreich is what it is. Test wins with that big boot. You damn right. And TNA have made it work tonight. They're qualified for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I mean, that's a reunion. You always like.
After the match, Stacey calls TNA in for a group hug. And Test isn't quite so sure and drags Stacey away, protective boyfriend style, from A-Train, who's very eager to get back together as a team. Poor A-Train hasn't had the best run of it since they split up, have they? As it's,
nah, not really.
47. It's not bad actually. It's not bad at all. Right. Let's go to the APA office. We're bringing it back. The poker tables here. They're playing poker. Bradshaw and Farouk, and they're talking about the fact that as they're playing, they are goading each other. They're like, well, I know something that you don't know. Like they've got a secret for each other, right? Bradshaw is obviously talking about the fact that he's now going to get an Intercontinental Championship opportunity at the Royal Rumble. He hasn't told Ron Simmons yet. But what's Ron Simmons talking about? Huh?
Okay.
Before we get there, though, they're attacked from behind. We hear the door open, and they're attacked from behind by Ric Flair and Batista, the World Tag Team Champions, for a 7-minute segment. Yeah, good angle. They beat them down, and Flair says, "Challengers, come on, see you next week." So that's what Ron Simmons' secret was. He'd been in the McMahon's office, and he's arranged a match for next week. It's the APA versus Evolution for the tag team titles.
That's huge. That is huge.
So Ron Simmons definitely wants APA to win the tag team titles, whereas Bradshaw might have his head turned elsewhere, it seems.
Okay. I hope this is not a setup for a split.
Who knows? We'll see. So it's a really good segment, actually, helped by Flair and Batista being in there. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, Shannon Moore promo time. He's been given another qualifying opportunity. Do you know that? 43 for the segment is fine. He's been given another opportunity.
Get one, but two.
I know. The McMahons are very, very generous, he says. And he wants to prove it. He wants to prove to Matt Hardy that he can do it on his own. Can he do it on his own? It's Shannon Moore against Mark Jindrak, who will go to the Royal Rumble. Mark Jindrak. Lowest match of the save so far, by the way, 39. Oh, Jindrak.
It's not that surprising, though, is it? I mean, because
I thought Jindrak could do a little better than that, I'll be honest. But, we've got to build him up.
Not great,
Shannon Moore doesn't win, though. The Southpaw hook gets the win for Mark Jindrak after interference from his tag partner, Garrison Cade. Shannon Moore, a bit outnumbered.
Yeah, I mean, very nice. Sucks, man. Like, you could expect like he's get a 40, maybe.
That might have ruined the show rating, to be fair. We'll see. We're building. Right, let's go backstage to the WWE champion. Gene is with him, back from the hospital. Only 66. Brock struggling on the mic here. Really, really struggling.
Well,
he cuts a promo and he says, "Rosie, I heard your challenge. I accept, but I want to up the stakes. So next week, it'll be me versus you inside a steel cage." Big match for next week.
Oh yeah, should do. I'm actually intrigued to see if that might do well.
I think it might, with a brawling thing. I think it might. Okay, good stuff. 66, good stuff. Let's go to Matt Hardy going to Shannon Moore saying, "Look, you should have listened. You should have listened. If you'd listened, maybe you'd have the success that Matt Hardy version 1 is going to have tonight when he becomes Cruiserweight champion. But it's okay. because the offer is still on the table. Matt Hardy walks away, leaving Shannon Moore to think about it, and this time he looks a little bit. Maybe he should take the offer, is what he's thinking. So we'll see. And next up, then, the Cruiserweight title on the line. Rey Mysterio defending against version 1 Matt Hardy. There's no Matt Fat this week, I'm afraid, because we want to concentrate on the title match. There'll be future Matt Facts. It's fine.
I was just about to say, where's the... I thought that'd be a weekly thing. But
well, tonight it's about the Cruiserweight Championship. Will Matt Hardy win the Cruiserweight Champion?
Sure. He did create it.
He did create Cruiserweight Wrestling, remember? So the winner of the match and still Cruiserweight Champion Rey Mysterio for a 67. Not bad, actually. Matt's put in a 60, which is a little low, but Rey carried it with an 80. Rey defeats Matt Hardy with a 619, but during the match, Shannon Moore ran in and attacked Rey Mysterio. Shannon Moore has turned to the dark side, and we're going to put him back with Matt Hardy.
Well, it makes sense, because no offense to that match you just had, I think putting them together would be a good idea.
Definitely. So that's what we're going to do. And after the match, the heel team, the newly found heel team, put the boots to Rey Mysterio before Chavo Guerrero runs out to make the save for his friend, Rey Mysterio. Doesn't matter, he's champion.
I know.
It's his friend, remember?
He's a friend of the Guerrero, so...
Yes, well, we'll see. Right, Randy Orton cut a promo on Maven for 71. Next week, it's Orton versus Maven for a Royal Rumble spot next week. Orton is defending the Intercontinental Championship, but he's still got an opportunity to qualify for the Rumble itself next week. He says it's going to be an easy win for Randy Orton, is what he says here. We'll see. Okay, Shawn Michaels cuts a promo. Or did I include the promo? I think I may have cut the promo anyway. The main event, Shawn Michaels versus Matt Morgan, Royal Rumble qualifier. Shawn Michaels is in the Rumble for 61. Oh.
It was a risk, though, wasn't it? You said it was
a risk. They didn't click, and it made for an awkward bout as well. That's good, because I had planned a rematch. 84, Michaels tried his best, Matt Morgan 30. I think it was a risk.
Flying elbow drop. So basically, he didn't even beat him with his finisher. Okay. Cheers, Sean. Right,
this has been a bit of a train wreck of a show, to be fair, so let's see how low this is. Here we go. 70. That is higher than I thought it'd be.
Well, I remember you saying that about the last... that if your first show is like, if one or two segments didn't go well, you would have got... like the McMahon one carried that show.
Yeah.
So would it, and you said it might be like 960, 970.
It's an off show, to be honest with you. So last week's show was better than this show, even with McMahon segment.
But just to get a 70, though, it's too good. I'm not. I mean, what were you expecting? Like 68, 69,
65, to be honest. But when I look at it, we're carried by a really strong start to the show.
I mean, to be fair, the first five segments of matches, like they're actually like very good, then it. I don't know. It's weird how they rate it, isn't it? Because it's like you would have thought, probably because there's a lot of greens in there, but some of the other segments don't. And as always, the main event didn't sadly land.
I am sorry, #Team Raw guys, but SmackDown may be about to take a 2-0 lead. Let's find out. Okay, I've had an off week on Raw. He started SmackDown pretty well. Rob Van Dam beat Rene Dupree to go through to the semi-finals of the United States Championship Tournament Eliminator for a 75. Good match.
I was happy with that. I mean, to be fair, I knew it would do well because Rene Dupree in this time is weak and Rob Van Dam. So, 75. I'm really happy with that. I thought that would do. I was hoping it would do that kind of level. So I'm quite happy with that one.
Good stuff indeed. So annoyed. Kurt Angle. Oh my god.
How's that getting 100?
Well, that's 2-0 to SmackDown. Kurt Angle and Chris Jericho have an in-ring segment for a 100. Talk us through it quick.
So obviously we're going to have Kurt Angle come out to the ring. He's going to be kind of really cocky and happy because obviously he beat Triple H and made him tap last week. So he's kind of saying at the Royal Rumble he's going to put respect back on that title and make it a great title yet again. And then all of a sudden, Chris Jericho's music comes out. He's kind of saying, well, last week you kind of beat him in a tag team match, not one-on-one. So I know if I go one-on-one against you for the opportunity, I would win. Because obviously Jericho's like kind of got a chip on his shoulder after losing last week. So he wants to kind of go against the best, so he can prove that, he's still as good as everyone thinks he is. So Kurt Angle looks at him going, you know what? Yeah, why not? So we set up. It's kind of like similar where it's like the main event's kind of where the title opportunity is on the line. But I like the idea that it puts across that on commentary saying this is not a good idea from Kurt. He shouldn't have accepted this match.
Threat to his title match. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. 100. Very good. Very good. Fair play. Moving on, 59 for this.
I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, this is kind of Mick Foley bringing them all, most of the women anyway, into his office saying, we're not having any of that rubbish we had last week. Obviously with Molly Holly doing what she did, all the kind of brawls on the back. So there's a stipulation that no one can, there's no brawling or anything backstage before the match. So basically, it's totally fair going into this battle royal type thing.
Protect
the
match, yeah.
Yeah, so Mick Foley's basically laying down the law.
Cool. 76, Triple H attacked Lance Storm. Talk us.
Basically, as stated, is Triple H is kind of he's lost his boys, and the kind of subtle digs that obviously you put on more with Triple H and Randy Orton said Triple H, but Triple H is basically paranoid. So, and he's too pissed that he lost last week in the way he did. So let's see. Limo drives up. Triple H comes out. He gets stopped, and it's just about interview asks him, so like, what did you hear about the main event tonight? What's your thoughts on it? And just when he's about to answer, he sees Lance Storm in the corner of his eye, thinks he smirks at him. If he does, I don't think Triple H cares. He just wants to take that frustration on someone, so he attacks Lance Storm, beats the living crap out of him, and I think that was set up a match later. But basically it's to put Triple H over strong and to show that he's not happy.
The paranoia as well. Did he smirk? Did he smirk or not? Or is that all in Triple H's head? I do like that. 76, good stuff. Let's go to the Bashams. Bashams, Doug versus Dudley Devon. 58. Okay, the brawling worked again for these guys.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of, again, it was never going to be like a spectacular match because obviously they're tag team wrestlers. So, but I like the idea of it just like, because obviously the whole stipulation, as you know, was the whole thing where if the Dudleys get 2 wins, they get the title shot. If the Bashams just get 1, the Dudleys don't get a title shot. But I think I like this because it's put stipulation on, and 58. I'm pretty happy with that. That could have been like a train wreck match if it didn't go.
It's done well actually. To be fair, right. Afterwards, the Dudleys get a promo on the Basham Brothers for 67.
So basically after the match, obviously they just go back through the curtain backstage. They get caught by an interview asking, how do you feel about the title shot? Just about to answer. And then out of nowhere, the Bashams attack from behind with a leg pipe to the legs, or like use lead pipes.
Ouch! Lead pipe to the legs, mean.
I mean, just because this, I don't know if this is logical, but I'm just thinking like the Bashams are like worried now because like the Dudleys have beat them twice, and now
they're the Dudleys, right? So you would be worried if you were tag team champions.
So sure. and also again, it makes tag team champions look dangerous.
For sure. Triple H versus Lance Storm next up then gets us. Get out! Oh, he's having a show of a lifetime after I've had a stinker. Get away! Brilliant match. 88, 90 from Triple H.
This is done better than again. Lance Storm is starting to prove 2 weeks in that he's definitely a person I should really push, and I think I've got plans for him. But this match is kind of just, they said, it's just more of a situation of just showing how good Lance Storm is, and obviously to put Triple H kind of back on the win column. So obviously after he gets, but Triple H kind of pokes the eye, kind of a little bit of cheating, a little bit, because Triple H, he's paranoid as all hell. Hits the pedigree for the win, and I can't remember. Did we put the segment afterwards, or are we just going to mention it?
We did.
Next segment. Yeah, so next one. So after this, obviously Triple H is still pissed. He's already beaten him up once, but he still wants to send a message to Kurt Angle. So he beats him to a bloody pulp, another pedigree. Then just to insult to injury, a proper message to Kurt Angle. He puts him in the ankle lock and makes Lance Storm tap. as a symbol to, basically it's a message to Kurt, basically saying, you think you can make me tap, I can make you tap as well.
He's having oh. How is this got a 7? Oh, yeah, whatever. Yeah, cool. Go on, talk through your winnings.
Basically, this one was usual promo thing where she's basically saying the actions of Molly Holly last week was deplorable, unbelievable, doesn't deserve to be champion, and tonight in the Battle Royal, she's going to win that Battle Royal and take what means the world to her, and that's her title, and prove once again why Trish Stratus is the best women's wrestler in the world.
Well, fine, sure. Christian got a promo. What is going on here? What? Christian's never done a 91 promo in his life.
I know. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, Christian basically is nothing to big up the next match, but it's like Christian's basically saying, calling for his peeps across the United States, and when he wins the US title, he's going to become representing the United States and all his peeps out there. I did put this comment. I don't know if this is a bit cheeky to say, but he's not going to be stopped by a guy with a fat ass.
Nice, like it.
And then Rikishi comes out. I don't know if we put that in there, but
you have, yeah.
Okay, but I mentioned anyway. But basically, Rikishi comes face to face saying that I'm going to back that ass up tonight when we face each other, and then face to face intensely, and sets up the next quarterfinal match.
Fuming, I am fuming. Right, the match itself. 68. It's done way better than it has any right to do again. You know what? You're getting all the look early, right?
True.
It's still early.
I know, but again, it's in what I like. I get. Maybe it might be a bit early, but you guys. I try to book it as close to Smackdown was booked back then as I could. So, but anyway, but yeah. So yeah, 6. I like that. Basically, Christian wins with a bit of cheating, as you expect from him, a low blow when the ref wasn't looking, hits the arm chair and gets the win. That's why I put here. So So Christian goes to the semi-final of the United States Championship Eliminator Tournament. So
and those matches might just get better and better and better. Billy Gunn and Rhino have got a problem.
Yes.
This is done quite well as well, considering it's these guys.
Yeah, well, but so I guess this might be a controversial move. I'm gonna put the Billy and Chuck back together, and basically they're sitting back.
Rip him apart in the comments, please. Rip him apart.
What? Trust me, I've got a plan for them. I think you guys will like it. But basically, reminiscent of the good times and the obvious bad times they had as a group. Then you got Rhino coming in, saying, "I go, what is happening here? I thought this was supposed to be a place where people go to fight, not have goofiness and ridiculousness, Maybe you can sit there, take a dig at Raw, I don't know. Sit there and say that's what,
Getting worse. Okay, cheers, mate.
No, but you had a thing at Triple H, and to be fair, Smackdown 2004 would make a dig like that.
Yeah, they would.
So, but so this will probably this is where men come to fight, and then Billy Gunn face to face with Rhino, saying, "Oh, you want to fight? Okay, next week, meet me in the ring. I'm going to settle this man to man." And sets up the match for next week.
I am being rinsed here. Right, Women's Battle Royal. That's not bad either, actually.
I'm pretty happy with it, actually. Just because a lot of these would like, but I guess if we put them on the Battle Royal would be good. Yeah. Anyway, so space this it would be entertaining. It would be quite short, a lot of quick eliminations, that kind of stuff. The big one was near the end when you got Gail Kim. Was it Gail Kim and Jazz taking out Lita? But then Gail Kim eliminates Jazz because it's every woman for themselves, right? Mm-hmm. So the final two are Trish Stratus and Gail Kim. Back and forth. You can do the stuff with on the apron when it's really, really close. But no surprise to everyone, Trish eliminates Gail Kim, gets the win, and she will be facing Molly Holly at the Royal Rumble for the Women's Championship.
Well done, guy. 58 for that. Well done. And an 85 for this.
Okay, so this again, a lot of these similar promos that interviewed. Chris Jericho saying he's going to show why he's the best tonight and why he's going to win this, get the title shot, then go and be the world champion yet again at the Royal Rumble. Then you have a nice little thing. Eddie kind of sneaks in, kind of jokingly, sarcastically as Eddie does, coming in going, so good luck for tonight. But I have a feeling Kurt's going to beat you tonight. And Chris Jericho does not like that. It's like.
Is Jericho going to beat Angle there? Let's find out. Is Jericho going to take the title shot? Stuart, your winner.
And sadly not for Chris Jericho, and still number one contender.
Oh wait, sorry, I forgot about these. Eddie Guerrero versus Christian next week. Rob Van Dam versus Shelton next week. Lita Jazz next week. Right then, Jericho and Angle in the main event. Angle wins then, but what does he get?
89. I'm happy with that.
That's actually a little lower than I thought it might have been, but it's still fantastic.
Yeah, I was hoping that's what the Eddie Guerrero Chris Jericho match we get last week, or last show. But yeah, as the rating and probably in real life, it would be an amazing match. A lot of back and forth, a lot of everyone hitting everything. Jericho's hitting the lines, so he's hitting the walls, locking in the walls of Jericho, all kinds of his finishes, ankle lock, ankle slam. No one can get the job done. It's a very fast-paced match, but I like the idea where this is ankle slam here, but I've done a finish where he does that super ankle slam from the top on Jericho to get the 1, 2, 3. Mm-hmm. Spectacular way to end a match.
Very spectacular show, to be fair. So you've rinsed me here, so let's see what it is. Oh, sorry, post-match segment. Sorry, 89 for that as well. Brilliant.
Yes, as you could probably expect, Triple H is too pissed. So after the match, Kurt Angle is celebrating. Triple H comes from behind, hits him with the World Heavyweight Championship belt on the back of the head. Proper intense, beat the living crap out of him. And then we end the show with Triple H with his foot on Kurt Angle, raising the World Heavyweight Championship above his head, and basically showing, I'm the champion, I'm the man, not you. And that's how you end the show.
Brilliant. Right, here we go. The show rating.
92, Jesus.
I've been rinsed. I have been pants down rinsed. This is well done. Fair play. 2-0 to Smackdown. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed in my roster and myself. We've got to bounce back big. I'm fuming. I'm actually fuming. How has a Stratus promo
that's really harsh.
Christian promo getting a 91. How is a Christian promo better than Triple H versus Lance? I'm out. Right, that's the end of that. We're not doing this again. I've had enough.
There we go. Was it? Oh, God, but okay.
Cool. Fair play. I have been demolished there. I'll give him full credit. He's demolished me. I'm recording this a day afterwards, for the record, and I've had some time to think about it, and I'm not going to change my booking plans as such. I'm going to make tweaks. He's going early with big matches, okay? He's going to run out of them soon enough. I'm going to build the mid-card up so that in 6 months' time, we're trouncing this roster. We're trouncing SmackDown. We'll have the bigger stars. We've got to make it happen. We are close to the Royal Rumble. On Thursday's stream, tomorrow's stream, we will be booking week 3 and week 4 of this, whereas next week on Twitch, we will be doing the Royal Rumble. So 2 weeks until the Royal Rumble on YouTube. If you enjoyed it, make sure you are dropping a like on it. It means a lot. Shows us that you want to see more of this. We put a lot of work into this one. We are really looking forward to watching you guys react to it and seeing how you guys go. Twitch already loved it. Let's see how these 2 videos have gone as well. So yeah, if you like it, drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel for more, and until next time, where I will bounce back better. I'm going to give you a little tease actually, because look, I've got week 3 and week 4 booked, but week 3, how's about this then? We already know we're going to get Brock Lesnar versus Rosie in a cage match for Monday Night Raw. How's about Rey Mysterio? Focus. God, Rey Mysterio and Chavo Guerrero versus Team Attitude. That's what's coming next week. You'll see it. You'll see it. Until next time, peace. Oh, and by the way, did you watch the new Football Manager series? Did you watch it last Friday? New episode tomorrow, 4:30. Friday, 4:30. I don't know my days. Friday, 4:30. Enjoy.